Hey everyone, welcome back. We have finally reached episode 6, the final part of this hyperrealistic portrait drawing series. If you have followed along from the beginning, then give yourself a big high five. You have made it through all the essential steps of building a professional level charcoal portrait. In this episode, we are going to finish the lower part of the face, shading the lips, chin, jawline, and neck. These areas may seem simple at first, but they are actually packed with subtle details like softness, facial hair glow, and moisture. We will be creating soft textures on the lips, giving the chin a slight shine, defining the jawline, and fading out the neck with a blurred effect. All of this will help balance the portrait and pull the viewer's focus back toward the face. We will also make some final touch-ups across the portrait to polish everything up and tie the whole artwork together. By the end of this episode, you will have a complete lifelike portrait ready to show off. So grab your tools and let's get started. We are going to begin with lips because they are one of the most expressive features in the lower face. Here is how to create lips that look soft, natural, and slightly moist without making them too shiny. Start with a soft charcoal base. Use a medium or small sized brush. Dip it lightly into charcoal powder and gently apply it to the lips. Focus on building an even layer. The goal is here to keep things smooth, not dark. Upper lip should stay bit darker than the lower lip. This follows natural lighting. In most lighting setups, the upper lip catches less light because it curves inward. Now let's add texture to the lips. Lightly draw small vertical lines across the lips. These are the natural wrinkles that help give lips their texture. Also mark the middle crease where the top and bottom lips meet. Make sure your lines are soft and broken, not sharp or continuous. You don't want your lips look cracked or dry. Now lift subtle highlights with Mono Zero eraser. Look at your reference and identify where the light hits the lower lip. Use the Mono Zero eraser to gently pull out highlights in those areas, especially near the curve of the bottom lip and the corners. These soft white areas give the illusion of moist and soft lips. Hold off on for white jelly roll pen for now. We will come back to it at the end after we have finished the chin and jaw. We want to apply the bright highlights across the areas at once so everything feels balanced. Now let's move down from the lips and build a strong but soft foundation for chin, jawline and the area below the nose. This area connects the nose to the top lip and plays a big role in the overall depth and realism of the lower face. Start by shading below the nose. Take a small soft brush and dip it lightly into charcoal powder. Begin brushing the space under the nose, moving downward to the upper lip. This area often has two shallow ridges or lines and it naturally sits in the shadow. Especially in male portrait, use gentle strokes and build the tone slowly. Don't try to darken it all at once. Keep the shading soft and even. You can slightly darken the two sides of the philtrum to just depth, leaving the center area little lighter. This helps create the illusion of raised skin in the middle. Now move on to the chin and jawline. With the same brush, apply a soft layer of charcoal powder under the bottom lip and across the chin. Blend the shading down toward the jawline. Apply more powder under the bottom lip where the shadow is stronger. Then blend outward and downward so the tone gets lighter as it moves toward the jaw and neck. Once you have a soft base in place, you can darken the shadowed areas that are just beneath the nose and lower lip, the crease between the chin and the bottom lip, the bottom edge of the jawline. Use a HB pencil or a smaller brush with more powder for these deeper shadows. Always blend the edges well to avoid harsh lines. These shadows define the structure of the lower face, making it look more realistic and three-dimensional instead of flat. If any part look too sharp or dark, soften it immediately with clean brush and blending stump. The goal is to keep everything looking smooth and natural. Let's work on the area right under the nose, above the lips. This small space often contains soft texture and tiny facial hair that makes the portrait more realistic. Use a Mono Zero eraser to lift soft texture. Lightly tap or drag the eraser to create tiny vertical and diagonal shapes. These simulate small skin folds or pores in this sensitive area. Use a 2H pencil to shade down the highlights. Go in gently between the erased lines and softly add a bit of shading. This makes the area look realistic, not too flat or too bright. Add dots and dashes with HP pencil. These short marks represent trimmed facial hair, like a faint mustache. Don't overdo it, just enough to suggest texture. Now move on to the jawline. This area should feel smooth but not completely clean. Especially in male portraits, a little texture adds believability. Create texture using a blending stump. Gently press and tap the blending stump along the jawline to create raw soft dots. This will act as the base for subtle texture. Now lift soft highlights using a kneadable eraser. Touch lightly on and around the some dots to create irregular highlight spots. You can also switch to mono zero eraser for sharper dots if needed. This adds contrast and breaks the smoothness to make the skin feel natural. Now we are moving further down just below the lips, where the facial hair and the chin texture begin. This area plays a key role in grounding the lower face and adding a realistic touch. It may look subtle, but these tiny details make a huge difference. This area is usually darker and it also carries a patch of short facial hair. Draw thin tiny strokes using mono zero eraser to create the illusion of facial hair. Now move a little further down onto the chin area with the same mono zero eraser and start adding small dots across the chin. These dots represent tiny pores. Try to look at your reference photo and carefully observe how these dots are scattered. They are not placed in perfect pattern. They should look random or organic. Next, pick your 2H pencil. This pencil is great for very light shading. Start shading softly between the dots and strokes you just drew. You don't need to shade every space, just softly fill the gaps to unify the texture. Finally move toward the jawline. With the HP pencil, add tiny dots and short broken lines near the jawline to create the illusion of short beard hairs or rough skin texture. Again, this should be guided by your reference image. Focus more on soft layering rather than strong marks. The aim is to suggest texture, not overdo it. Now it is time for white jelly roll pen. This is the final spark that brings the portrait to life. Add tiny dots or lines where the light hits the most, usually on the area below the nose, the curves of the lower lip, the corner edges of the lips, the tip of the chin, and occasionally on the jawline. Use the pen sparingly. Too much white can make the portrait look fake. Only place it where there is actual reflected light. Now let's work on the visual part of the neck. The neck doesn't need high detail like the face. Instead, we will keep it soft and faded to avoid pulling attention downward. This technique helps the face stay in center of focus, which is very important in portrait drawing. Start by applying a soft base on the neck using a fluffy brush or charcoal powder. Then darken the shadowed parts. Finally, fade the lower edge of the neck. Use a clean brush to blur the lower edge of the shading, making it gradually disappear. This technique is called soft fade or blurry fade. So here are some quick tips. Use soft brushes to smooth out base tone across the lips, chin and the neck. Make upper lip darker than the lower lip to match the natural light fall. Lift highlights gradually on the lips and around facial hairs. Subtle and facial hair should be soft, uneven or naturally spaced. Use the white jelly roll pen only for the final glow. Always evaluate from the distance before calling it finished. And that brings us to the end of the complete portrait drawing series. We have covered everything from clean outlines to the advanced shading. We have learned how to create skin texture, glowing sweat effect, subtle highlights, realistic facial hair, and now soft lips and blended neck tones. Look at your drawing and see how far it is come. Every part, each wrinkle, pore and shadow adds the final impression. Hyperrealism is not just about detail, it is about balance. And you have just created something truly impressive. If you enjoyed this series, please like this video and subscribe so you won't miss the next tutorials. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next project.